Hi, I'm the Moroccan Angel, and I'm here to help others set things right with their Maker. Hi, everyone. We're going to be examining worship and the question, should we worship Jesus? So let's first take a look at the word worship. What does the word worship mean? To worship is ardent admiration or love, displaying strong enthusiasm or devotion. It's an honor or love, a reverent love and devotion accorded to a deity. It could be to an idol or an individual, a human, or it's could be accorded to a sacred object or a considered sacred object or an animal. Now, this worship or love can be expressed through ceremonies, prayers, songs of worship and admiration, or other religious forms. Now, I want you to carefully consider what I'm saying, because you may not have deeply reflected upon the true meaning of worship in this way. So, worship is basically showing profound religious devotion and respect to adore or venerate, regarding with deep respect or reverence, especially when expressing obeisance, submission to, deference, or homage. When speaking of worship, it's often understood and reserved for God, the one creator of man and giver of all life. And when I speak of God, I am solely referencing the God of Israel. Now, if one is worshiping God, this can quickly be determined by simple observation. Where's your devotion? What are you attached to? You see, you can't say, I worship God, and you're attached to pornography or the abuse of women and children. Worship, I'm talking true worship of God, is not a one-week experience, for example, every Sunday, or at the times you're called to prayer or do religious rituals, but your heart is dark. You see, true worship and reverent devotion to the Creator, it's your life, meaning it's a second-by-second life choice. You respect Him through submission. Submission comes with the realization that the life in your body is His. Some people are devoted to the man-made religious instructions more than their devotion to honoring God. For example, they're rushing to Wednesday night Bible study or consumed with washing the proper way for prayer, but they casually eat pork or indulge in sexual perversion or breaking other commands of the Creator. What? You think He's touched that you're bowing before Him with a wicked heart? Do you believe that He needs your human love and false expressions of love? Do you know who you're dealing with? He is not a human. He does not look over your offense because He value or places high value or high esteem for your quote-unquote love and happiness. You've been deceived. You're breaking His laws and established order for the earth and mankind that He created because you didn't do anything. And you're breaking His laws willfully? You're literally insane to believe that He's even listening to you. The ancient scriptures declare that he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers, catch this, shall be an abomination. This is referencing the established laws and commands of the God of Israel. And no, it's not just 10, but that's a start. You have individuals that are disregarding His laws, ignorant of His laws, teaching that you're free from His laws, religions and individuals replacing His laws. And then you want to come pray for a new Mercedes-Benz. You're not talking to a man. You're talking to God, the ruler and king of all the earth. Who made you think that you're the best thing that ever happened to him? Men are arrogantly walking the earth, selfishly destroying and abusing his creation, and you think he's going to have mercy? Especially when you were more than capable of doing it right the first time? Give me a moment. I'm just a woman, and I can see the works of men are grievous. If they're grievous to me, how much more the Creator who created me? I reverence him, and I respect him. He is my friend, and I know it grieves him. This worship is an awareness of him as the King. The unfaithful in heart towards God and man can in no way truthfully claim to worship God. He hates treachery and those who break their promises. Oftentimes, it's the woman who exposes this in man. She reveals the true character of his heart, not just in revelation to himself, but before all of the earth. No unfaithful man is a servant or true worshiper of the Creator. So what do I know about the Creator? Through my interactions with him and what's written not only within the ancient text concerning him, but also upon the conscience, common sense, this truth is. And that is, he is not a man. In the ancient scriptures, we read in the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19, 1 Samuel 15 and 29, Job 9 and 32, that the Eternal One is not a man. He's not human. Hosea 11 and verse 9, he states clearly, unequivocally, no doubt, no misunderstanding, just clear. I am the Eternal One and not man. In Genesis 1 and 27, we see that he created man. He is not a man, nor is he the Son of Man. Now, interestingly, Jesus declared numerous times within the scriptures not only to be the Son of Man, but that he was in fact a full flesh and blood man. Now, I've seen many, if not all, Christian pastors and leaders twist, manipulate, and dice this up in some creative ways. They teach you that in seminary. But hear me. You can choose to believe the lies of man, or you can believe what the Creator has already spoken before man even existed. He is not a man. No part of him is a man. Now here's the thing. The Creator declared quite clearly that he is not a man, nor is he the Son of Man. And we see in the ancient text the warning, put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. In Psalm 118 and 8, we read that it's better to take refuge in the Creator, the God of Israel, than to trust in princes or men. The Creator himself declares a chilling warning in the book of Jeremiah. He declares, thus saith the Eternal One, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm. And what does this mean? Consider that man cursed, who trusteth in man for salvation, whose heart departeth from the Eternal One. The sons of men cannot save you, especially from the wrath of God. He is warning you. Do not trust in man this way. Turn to him alone. The Creator alone is the salvation of the righteous. The one who puts his trust in man or in the Son of Man, if you're doing this, the ancient scriptures declare by the mouth of the Creator himself that you are cursed. You are cursed by the very one who created man. And how do you know it's just a man? and not the Eternal One? How do you know that to the Eternal One it is considered a man and the worship of a man? Well, the Creator, the Eternal One, declared we're given 3 distinctions. There's a few more, but I'm going to focus on these 3 distinctions. The telltale sign, one of the very first telltale signs of a man that the Creator declares, is that his breath is in his nostrils. He relies upon the Eternal One to live, to exist. You see, man was created by God. God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Every man that has that breath is the son or offspring of that first created man. That breath belongs to the Eternal One, and one day it will return to him. In the book of Mark, chapter 15, verse 37, the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 46, in the Christian book, we see that upon the cross, the Christian scriptures convey that Jesus breathed his last, that with a loud cry, he breathed his last. The second distinction, a man is flesh and blood. The Eternal One declares that he is the God of all flesh. He's not flesh. And this may be shocking for some of you, but the Eternal One does not have blood, nor does he consist of flesh and bones. He's a spirit. In the Christian scriptures, when they pierced the side of Jesus, his flesh, his body, out came water and blood. This is quite profound because the life of man is the life of the physical body is in the blood. And when this is jeopardized, there's a problem. Have you heard in the movies the saying, if it bleeds, it dies? Well, God has no blood. He does not die. A scriptural fact, it is appointed unto men to die. Which brings us to the third distinction. A man is mortal, meaning he will experience death. Not experience death and come back, but he will experience the death of the physical body. He is not immortal. Immortal means that one will never experience the death of the body. That's immortality. God does not have a physical body, nor will he ever. Therefore, he will not experience death. He does not see death as we see it. It is the mortal whose strong but fragile life is dependent upon the breath of his Maker. The Christian book tells us that Jesus offered up prayers and petitions with strong crying. He was weeping to the only one who could save him and spare his life from death, the giver of all life, the Eternal One. Now, ask yourself, and this is applicable to anyone really, but particularly to those who hold reverent love and devotion and honor to Jesus, praying to him, praying in his name, attending ceremonies in honor to or in worship of Jesus' sacrifice, and the celebration of Christmas, asking him for guidance and presents and toys, and trusting in Jesus to save you from the wrath of God, or shall I say more accurately, the righteous judgment of God, the pronounced curse upon all those who trust in man or the Son of Man for salvation. Well, I'm not necessarily here to give it to you easy, but to give it to you straight. And I'm here to tell you clearly that it is a grievous offense against the God of Israel, the Eternal One, to worship a man. It is a violation of his established laws. So tell me, based upon these three distinctions of what a man is, according to the God of Israel, was Jesus a man? I'm the Moroccan angel. Do what is right. Always. It matters.